Congratulations. Okie dokie. We got a little bit of time left. Let's see where this next one goes, eh? Let's just leave.
Seriously? You're
Yeah.
just going to turn around and leave?
Nope. I don't know where I'm going.
I suppose you just quietly continue down the path away from the cabin.
Yep.
Good. What we're being asked to do here is wrong. Better to wash our hands of this whole situation than to take part in it. Ignore that annoying little voice. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
It's been a minute, huh? Good God. Thank you, Goody. Oh, good timing. Yep, ignore that annoying little voice. Comfort bubbles. Nice work. All right.
That's strange. It looks like this path also leads to the cabin. How convenient. Everything's back on track again. You're really keen on wasting everyone's time.
I am. You're not emotionally blackmailing me into doing this.
Stakes and consequences aren't emotional blackmail. They're facts of life, and if you had an ounce of maturity, you'd understand that.
Well, I don't.
But fine, you turn around and trek back down the path you came. Oh, would you look at that? You're at the cabin again. Now, I'm not normally one for superstition or...
Oh yeah? Well, I guess I start walking a different direction. Again, in fact, I'm going to just keep trekking through the wilderness until I find a way out of this
There's
place.
Always a choice. Let me tell you right now that you're making the wrong one for pretty much everyone who's ever lived, as well as
I got it.
everyone
Fuck
who ever
off.
will. And here we go.
Oh shit,
You
this
trudge
is
into
new.
the woods, something strange starts to happen.
I think this is new.
At first, it's little flickers out of the corner of your eyes. Glimpses of familiar wooden structures through the leaves. But as you focus on your surroundings, you start to realize that those flickers weren't just a trick of light. In every direction, there is a path and a cabin.
Oh, fuck.
And not just a cabin.
There's always a cabin.
The cabin. An infinite fractal of paths and cabins desperately trying to draw you back to where you need to be. Wait, what's going on? You're too stubborn for that, aren't you? It doesn't matter how many paths or cabins appear around you, you're just going to do whatever you can to shirk your responsibility because you care more about irritating me than you do about the fate of the world. You've doomed us all, you know that, right? But of course you do. Otherwise you would just wander off into the forest in search of certain death. You lose track of just how long you spend aimlessly tromping through the wilderness, but it's not like any of that time spent lost in the woods really matters, because it isn't long before the world ends and everyone dies.
Liar. See? Wait, the stranger? Oh, goody.
You're on a path in the woods.
Oh, where the fuck
and
am I now?
And at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
If I can't run away from the cabin, then I'm just staying here in the woods forever. Now, I made this choice before, but the end lady said I can't make different, or the choice that I've already made I can't make again, so I'm guessing...
You have already committed to my completion. You cannot go further astray.
Lie. Yep. Okay, heading to the cabin now, where I'm going to definitely go slay the princess.
You know I can tell when you're lying, right? Please take this seriously. I am begging you.
Oh,
warning
go fuck yourself.
Before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
New voice?
If we're stuck going in there,
No.
maybe we should believe her.
Not a new one.
Maybe she isn't a liar. Ignore him. He's just being difficult for the sake of it. Let's keep an open mind.
Okay.
The cabin interior is wrong.
It's different
A
again.
confusing patchwork of many cabin interiors, all projected across what's almost the same space. But it's all shifted. An inch here, a foot there, such that the seams are never quite visible enough for the place to make any sense. The only furniture of note is a plain table, its legs all the wrong lengths, its material devoid of feature. Perched on that table is a pristine blade.
Fuck the blade.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. If he wants us to take it, maybe we should just leave it to collect dust.
Yeah.
Or better yet,
Yeah.
grab it and throw it out the window. What good is a knife against a world-ending monstrosity anyway?
True. Oh, look at that. Ugh.
We're taking the knife. Have you seen this place? We have literally no idea what
Oh,
to
don't
expect
force
and
me to
what
take it
we
if I don't
did.
want to take it.
I've already told you what you're dealing with. You're dealing with a princess. How many times do I have to explain this incredibly simple and straightforward premise? You can't just say that, not when everything here is so wrong. Listen to me. My job is to describe facts as facts and to guide you through your job, which is to slay the princess and through that action, save the entire world. And if you're going to slay her, you cannot let fear creep into your heart. You cannot lose yourself before you even get to her. Oh, ho, ho, ho! You've piqued my interest. What's going to happen if we lose ourselves? Nothing, because you're
gonna
going
get
to pull
mom's
yourself
spaghetti.
together. Just ignore the stressful geometry and stay calm. How? Even if we closed our eyes, you're constantly describing it to us. I'm not going to stop doing my job, so you're just going to have to get better at yours. And quickly, if you don't mind. Yes, take a deep breath. I'm all for getting under his skin, but we'll miss out on loads of fun if we shrivel up into a ball and go insane the first time we see something weird. What you're seeing here is obviously real. Just accept it and go with the flow. It really isn't hard.
Wait a minute. The contrarian is not speaking like
Okay.
one.
Okay, I'm fine. Good. Now, whenever you're ready, we're all waiting for you to complete a very important task.
Yep, I'm not taking the blade. I'm just entering the
The door to
basement.
the basement creaks open,
Oh,
revealing
fuck.
a web of branching staircases all built from unidentifiable materials. Nothing here seems to belong, and the closer you examine your surroundings, the more confused you get, your head throbbing with the effort of making sense of this place. None of the stairs even seem to go anywhere, let alone down. The air here has a sickening, almost sludge-like miasma to it, the kind of indiscernible quality that comes from the blending together of every scent there is at once. An odour that is simultaneously everything and yet the sum of it all coalescing into a thick, nauseating nothing. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favour. Her voice, a disquieting collage of tone
here we
and
go.
personality, drags up the stairs.
Hello? Hi. What are you doing here? Are you here to kill?
No, thank you. Oh, don't be such a baby. I don't want to do this. Let's just turn around and leave. This feels wrong. This feels like a trap. Like whatever we do, we're gonna die.
Whatever we do, we're gonna die
Don't even
anyways!
have a weapon.
We're gonna die! It doesn't matter!
But we already tried turning around and leaving, didn't we? And he threw up a wall.
Bastard.
No way to go but forward. And whatever choice we make, whatever she is, we know one thing for sure.
It doesn't matter.
And what's that? That the fate of the world hinges on your success? There'll still be plenty of ways to ruin his day.
Take the harsh stairs to the left, center staircase, soft stairs to the right. Well, I'm gonna take the soft stairs.
You step to the right. The path feels
My feet hurt.
soft and reassuring against your feet. The stairs almost seem to cradle you as you make your way down, like they're guiding your heels from one step directly to the next. You barely have to extend any effort to descend, the stairway doing most of the work for you. You don't feel like there's any concern you might slip or tumble or lose your way. But the further you go, the deeper you sink in. First, it's like a lovely plush carpet, your toes digging down and barely hitting any resistance at all. But soon enough, you're fighting just to keep your knees from sinking out of sight. The softness threatens to swallow you whole, to wrest control of your body and surround you in a false ethereal bliss, pretending to save you from the cruelties of choice and consequence.
I hope one of the choices is just lay down and take a nap.
The overwhelming urge to fall back into comfort and nothingness.
There you go.
The very struggle to continue forward, consuming your every thought.
Just let it go.
You slowly lose sense of yourself the further you go.
Oh, we get a look at the sketchbook.
Time disappears, and you can feel yourself begin to untether. Physical sensations dull and then vanish, until the only things experienced are the endless repeating patterns and emotions of the journey, a continuous march forward to a destination long forgotten.
I really hope this part is where the artist's pencil comes down into frame with the eraser and stuff, and starts like, we start fighting with it, starts erasing stuff, and I start like, it starts drawing me as like a clown or whatever, like in those old fucking Looney Tunes cartoons.
Consumption and betrayal, skepticism and blind devotion, rivalry and submission, terror and longing, pain and unfamiliarity. And at the heart of it all, an emotion that can only be described as...
Are you okay?
Oh.
What the hell was that? What happened to us? I feel so strange. Like I'm fundamentally different, but also still the same person I was at the top of the stairs. Oh well, that was a trip, but now it's over. Time to get back to our old devilish ways. The princess, eyes bright but otherwise shrouded in darkness, watches you impatiently from the other side of the basement. Don't forget why you're here. And why are we here again? In case you weren't listening, I'm afraid I lost myself on the way down. You're here to... He's just being an ass. We remember. Though I'm still not sure if we should trust you. Let's talk to her for a bit, try and get our bearings. She seems normal.
I'm sorry, I didn't realize I was here.
That's okay. Sometimes I forget where I am too.
The shadows recede, revealing the princess's face. She's so warm and friendly. It's deception. Don't buy into it.
How strange.
Oh,
so,
fuck.
Why are you here?
As the princess speaks again,
I broke my
it's almost as if
glasses.
she fractures, and where there was once just one of her, there is now another. We can do that? I don't like this. It's those cabins all over again. Can we put her back? Again? Have you been here before? Should we tell him?
No! Leave the
let him
narrator out of
steal.
it.
Right, I'm telling him. Yeah, we've been here
Oh
before.
my god, don't
but
include him
we
on
went to
this.
the
Just
cabin.
tell him to shut the fuck up.
We just turned around and left until... It's hard to describe, until the only thing we could see was the same cabin going on forever, and then you told us that the world ended and we died. And then we woke up, and I'm pretty sure you're familiar with all the rest of it. It seems to me like you saw something you weren't supposed to have seen. If only you'd listened to whatever words of wisdom you were given in that other reality. But what's done is done, isn't it? Whatever you saw last time, unsee it. Whatever thoughts weaseled their way into your head, unthink them. If it's not already too late. You have a job to do here, and you need to do it now. Ooh, new plan. Let's see if we can make even more of her.
Oh shit, so one of the times it was like, how many voices can I make within me? And now I'm gonna try and split her as many times as I can. Getting down here was weird, like I pulled apart and back together. Do you know what happened to me? For all I know, you're locked down for a reason. You're apparently a threat. Getting you out of here. Wait, what? Wait. Why is that choice all three choices? I'm getting you out of here. Try and free her. I don't know what I can't trust you. Leave her in the basement.
Wait, that's not right.
Ah! Aha!
Go on. Take a step forward. Your foot lands, but it lands
That's what I was hoping.
different. You experience a firm footfall, a gentle tread, a confident stride. You can feel yourself rupture. The room spins, your perception multiplying in a sickening kaleidoscope as your very self is pulled in incomprehensibly many directions. You find the blade suddenly in your hands. All at once you use it to strike at her bindings as you remain upstairs and slay her and leave her to languish alone. Is this what the end of the world looks like? What an unbearable mess. But this... We can't... Do you not have anything witty to say? I could use a good bit of wit right now. No, I don't, because this
sorry.
isn't fun.
Terrified beyond
How
the
are we
point of
supposed to have
rational
fun
thought.
if everything is happening at the same time? It's the same as nothing happening, and nothing is excruciating. Luckily for all of us, nothing and everything doesn't go on forever. The world and the princess collapse in on themselves before it all
Fades away.
falls apart. I think he's gone.
Yeah.
We were never going to salvage this,
Doki
were
Doki
we?
Princess Slaying Club.
What happened to us?
There are
parts of us that are dead, and the others
they just don't fit. They just don't fit.
Good timing, Kiskaloo.
we can feel them moving around in spaces they don't belong. It's all so uncomfortable. Did you do this? Did we do this? Can you pull us back apart? Can you fix us?
We should help her. I think we did this. How surprisingly sincere. I didn't actually think our actions had consequences. It's a little late for regret, isn't it?
Please.
I'm going to be okay. I'll do my best. I don't think you're supposed to be fixed. No. You're just destroying everything. I'm not going to fix you. I don't think you're supposed to be fixed. Oh, butthole time! Oh, the illusion of choice. When everything is possible, nothing is. Ah! Well, you'll never know if she hears your reply. She's gone.
Where did she go? Should we try and find her?
Nah.
Is that a mirror? Why is it here? Why now?
She's fractured, but whole. Of course you're scared. This is not the end for you, this is the end for you, but not for me.
What is that supposed to mean? Whatever awful thing I felt before, it feels so much worse now. He's just messing with us. Right?
Right! I approach the mirror. And I will gaze into my reflection once again. Silence is before the gun once again. Yes. What's in it? What do I look like this time? A melty ice cream cone. Anytime now. The remains. You've unraveled. You find yourself in the long quiet again. That was a quick long quiet.
There's a world beyond the endless walls of the long quiet. I am curious to see what it means for us to know it.
Do you think there are other people out there?
It doesn't matter if there are. People are too small for us. You and I are the only things that interest me.
Do you think there's anything real out there? Do you think we're real?
We are real. Nothing is an idea that dwells in the absence of something. But nothing cannot exist on its own. And because of that, nothing can't exist.
Booyah! Do you have thoughts on this vessel?
These ones are a contradiction, a winding kaleidoscope of paths unwalked. They are stretched into a shape not unlike me, but it is a shape they cannot hold. They will make for a rich and vibrant heart. Do not mourn them, for they will finally get to know themselves.
Wait, does she have 3 boobs? Do you know what's gonna happen when you awaken? Oh, maybe we asked that one. When you send me back, I'm not there alone. There are voices that speak to me. Some of them are me, but one of them is something else. I call him the narrator, and he wants me to kill you. Do you have a narrator? Have the vessels had one?
No, their minds are empty, existent, but constantly shifting into something new. Do you think your narrator lives in the spaces beyond?
He does. I don't know why, but I know that for a fact. He does. I don't know what I'm going to do when I find him. He does, and when I find him, you and I are going to finally have answers. He does. When I find him, I'm going to kill him. He does, but you're going to keep that to yourself. When I find him, you and I are finally going to have some answers.
Do not look to one who fears me for your truth. The only answers worth knowing are those we can find within ourselves.
Do you know what's going to happen when we awaken?
If I did,
Or when you awaken?
I would already be awake.
Oh. How many more vessels?
1.
Oh!
Whatever you bring me next will be enough.
Hey!
And then gravity will pull the others back to me.
She actually gave me a number.
I will be singular. A final multitude.
If this is the last time, is there anything you would like me to bring you?
These gifts are a conversation, and each one shows me the contours of your heart. The only thing I want to see is what you choose for me when the thread is fully drawn.
If this is the last stage for completion, then I'm not going back. I'm just going to stay here. Oh, no. I'm ready to go back.
The next time I see you, each of us will finally know what we are.
Okay.
I will be here, waiting for you.
All right. I think I'm just going to roll dice this time for my choices. The spiral vessel.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Where's my dice bag? There we go. Okay. Okay. When it comes to an important choice, I'm just gonna take out a dice and fucking roll it. All right. Maybe I'm okay with the end of the world.
Why would I even consider that?
Yeah.
Nobody. I mean, maybe some people.
Yeah. Yeah, Scott. I've been seeing you sending messages. I will. I will read and respond to those after chat or after stream. Forget I'm not doing this. Okay. Thanks for telling me what to do.
Don't mention it. It's all part of the job.
You bet.
You make your way up.
Yep.
The interior of the cabin is all. The blade is your implement.
Let's go without again. Shall we?
The door to the base.
Yep.
Her voice.
Yep.
Hello?
Is hypnotizing. It's the kind. Don't let it fool you. It's all.
Yep. I'm here to save you!
Wait, really? You're here to rescue me?
Yeah!
I was starting to think I'd be stuck down here forever.
No, until I come into it like what seems like a meaningful choice, I'll just
I
choose.
see. You're trying to get her to lower her guard. It's a gamble, but it might work.
It might.
Come downstairs. I want to see the face of my rescuer.
Okay.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess.
Yep.
There's a heavy chain around her wrist. She's beautiful.
Yep.
I am begging you to stay focused.
Hi. I can't believe you're here. I've been waiting for something like this to happen forever.
Forever and ever?
I hope you brought something to deal with these chains.
Well, I didn't.
You were lying when you said you were here to rescue her, but regardless of your intentions, breaking her out of those chains would...
Shut up! Let's just talk a bit first.
Okay.
What's your name?
Oh.
She pauses, carefully formulating her words before she responds.
You can address me as Your Royal Highness. Or you can just call me Princess if Your Royal Highness is too formal.
Okay.
Is Princess her name or her title? What if it's both? Could you imagine being named Princess
Shit.
Princess?
Her name. So she's named like Airplane? Like Captain Roger? Pilot over? Princess. So is Princess your name? Dot.
Like I said, you can call me Princess if you'd like.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I've been down here so long, I guess I've just forgotten. I must have a name, though. Everyone has a name.
Okay, that's weird. She hadn't even thought to pick a name for herself. Hopefully you're starting to see that she can't be trusted. Go back upstairs, get the blade, and slay her before it's too late.
I don't know anything about you. For all I know, you're locked up down here for a reason. I'm just gonna do, you know what? Fuck it. I'm just gonna do the first fucking response.
Of course I'm locked up down here for a reason.
Till I'm done. Till I've exhausted the dialogue.
Don't actually know what that reason is, but you don't just stuff a princess in a basement and throw away the key without there being some sort of an explanation, right?
You have all the explanation you need. You should know better than to trust whatever she comes up with.
Shut up, narrator! If I'm the first person you've seen in a while, what have you been eating or drinking?
I don't see what that has to do with anything.
Have you been eating a lot of Twinkies?
This is the only time this is ever
girl,
going to happen. But
that dress is
I agree with the
not your
princess.
size.
That's hardly relevant. Okay, but actually, what has she been eating? She has to eat, right?
I was sent here to slay you. You're apparently supposed to end the world. Oh. But I don't think you're actually dangerous.
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world, I think.
Overlaid,
I
I
don't
did
remember
kill
much
her.
about it,
I've
to
killed
be
her many
honest.
times.
I've been down here for so long.
I think it was the first thing I did was kill
How long
her.
has she been locked away?
Did they tell you how I'm supposed to end the world?
What happened? You're looking at it. It just keeps going, baby. What are you going to do if I let you out of here?
The princess hesitates before responding. She doesn't know. She's been down here too long to have any idea of what she'd do in another life. She knows what she'd do. She's just searching for whatever answer she thinks you want to hear.
What I do doesn't really matter, right? At the end of the day, whatever the two of us have going on down here is about trust.
Yeah, it's a game that you play over, or a thing you play over
Whoever
and over.
sent you to slay me
It has loops.
claimed I was a threat to the world, but they didn't tell you why. I don't trust that. And I don't think you do either, or you wouldn't have come down here to talk.
She has a point. We're talking like this for a reason.
So I guess what I'm trying to say is, like, the point of this game is to keep kind of replaying a similar situation over and over again, and doing different things to get different results. So, like, one time you kill her, loop starts over. One time you talk to her. One time you do this. One time you do that. Next time you do this. Like, it gives you different results every time. That's kind of the point of the game, is to see all the results of what you choose to do.
So this shouldn't be about what I'd do if I got out of here, or me saying the right thing to convince you to save me. This is about how messed up this whole situation is. This is my life we're talking about. Do you really think I can even end the world? Why would I even want to? We both know that if there's people we can't trust in this situation, it's whoever locked me down here, and it's whoever sent you here. And those two groups are probably one and the same.
Don't let her turn the tables here. This isn't about trust. This is about risk. We stand to lose everything.
Yes, we've heard that line before. I won't kill you, but I can't just set you free. It's too risky. What if I stayed here for a while and just kept you company? Maybe then everyone can be happy.
That seems like a pretty good compromise.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, I didn't put it on auto again.
I don't think I could bear being down here that much longer.
What?
Leaving her alive is too risky. If you don't deal with her soon, she will find a way out. So I'm the only one who liked that idea.
One way or another, I'm going to find a way out of here.
Here it comes.
It would make it easier for both of us if you'd help.
Here we go.
But if you don't, I can promise that you'll regret that decision.
You have to make a choice. Let's hope for all our sakes it's the right one. Thank you.
I'll retrieve the blade.
You turn back to the stairs, intent on retrieving the blade in the cabin.
Where are you going? You can't just leave me here.
Watch me, bitch.
Fine. Turn your back on me. But it won't be long before I slip these chains. And once I'm out of here, there will be hell to pay for leaving me behind.
Slip these chains? She can't, right? She needed our help to get out of here. But do you hear the conviction in her voice? I don't think she's bluffing. She has to be bluffing, but hurry. You rush up to the first floor, grabbing the blade, both yours and the world's only possible salvation.
And then?
Okay, if we're sure about this
I got the
decision,
blade
I'll
in my hand
support
now.
it. I suppose we have a world to save after all. You slowly creep down the basement stairs. It's quiet.
Oh, fun.
Where the princess sat only a moment ago.
Did she chew
is
her own
only a
arm
severed
off?
arm, its cooling flesh still chained to the wall.
Atta girl.
And she is nowhere to be seen.
Nice work, lady.
Is it just me? Or did this room get a lot bigger?
Oh, did it? Hello?
Why don't you come closer? I have something to show you.
She's lost an arm. I'm locking her down there and letting her bleed out.
This is a dangerous play. Who's to say she'll actually succumb to her wounds? She doesn't have a weapon, and she's missing an arm. You can finish this right here, right now.
She didn't even think to pick up her arm as a weapon. Lock her away. Tell her what. I'll even stay here for a while to make sure she's dead.
You close the basement door, locking it behind you and quickly barricading it with the heavy wooden table that once held the blade.
Okay.
Okay, we can make this work. She has an awful wound and we have all the time in the world. Playing jailkeeper for a while might make things a little easier. You settle in against the far wall to watch the basement door. It isn't long before you start to drift off, your eyelids heavy with fatigue. But sleep doesn't come. Instead, your rest is broken by a piercing, wailing voice calling out to you from the other side of the door.
I know you're still there. Why don't you make things easier on yourself and let me out? It's not like this little door will hold for very long anyways. It's probably a good idea to try to get back on my good side.
She sounds terrifying.
Wow, you're such a
She's less like
hero.
the princess you saw and more like something out of a nightmare. As she violently rattles the door, you do your best to shut her out of your mind.
When I get out of here, I'm going to pick you apart piece by piece. I won't forget what you did, and I'll never forgive it. You don't know the kind of enemy you've made tonight.
It doesn't sound like she's getting any weaker. No,
Well, I mean,
it doesn't.
I've seen your bad side. Threaten me all you want. All it does is ease my guilty conscience.
These aren't threats. These are promises. Sooner or later, you're going to have to sleep. And I'll make sure you never see the light of day again.
You put the princess's threats out of your mind as best you can and huddle up against the wall. You jolt awake in the middle of the night to
shit.
silence in the cabin. The ruckus has stopped, and the door to the basement is ajar, its lock broken, and the table shoved out of the way.
Ah, the princess got out. Come here, princess. Princess. Someone get her food. Can you get her food container and shake it? Get her food container and shake it. She'll come back.
Where is she?
Thanks for helping me get out of that awful basement.
You try and stumble to your feet, but as the princess draws near, it's as though your body simply stops working. It isn't all at once. The paralysis comes in waves.
Hold on.
First,
I didn't even realize I shoved the table against the door and it opens inward. Good fucking eye on that one.
whose side are you on? Yours, of course. But I have a duty to uphold the truth. Lying about the facts of the situation doesn't change them.
So helpless. I can take my time with you, can't I?
She steps closer, one silent footfall at a time, cocking her head in curiosity as you feel your organs shutting down one by one.
I've never had sleep paralysis,
Or maybe
no.
I can't take my time with you. You don't look well.
Sounds like
A little
hell.
green around the gills. What a shame. If you'd only helped me get out of here, we could have done such wonderful things together.
Your lungs stop drawing in breath, and your heart freezes in your chest. You have seconds left.
I'd say better luck next time, but we both know this is the end, don't we?
Do we?
It can't be.
Oh,
This
fuck.
can't actually be how everything ends. I'm sorry, but it is. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Chapter 3. Or 2, that's right. We're on chapter 1. The Nightmare.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a prince. You're here to slay her.
Okay, no. Wait, no, I'll keep going with number 1. Here we go. I'm getting a terrible sense of deja vu.
A terrible sense of deja vu. If he doesn't remember what happened.
Yep.
Shh. What if he... That's a very good question, little boy.
What if he
Shh.
does hear you?
I think you'll find yourselves very hard-pressed to keep any...
Yeah. This is more than just deja vu, though. I'm pretty sure this whole thing literally just happened.
We could go back and forth on this forever,
Yeah.
and it won't get you...
So agree to disagree. Let's assume I'm telling the truth and all this really did happen. Why should I listen to you? Why should I bother doing anything?
Those are two very different...
Yep, we've
Let's
done
say
that.
for a moment,
Okay.
if you're back here, I'm assuming you died.
Yep.
Which we couldn't trust either of you, and as far as I'm concerned,
still
all we
can't.
did was lock her away. And
Yep.
how'd that... No comment. Well then, congratulations. You've been given another chance to actually do this right.
Okay.
And your solution is to send us back in there. Do you want us to slay the princess, or do you want the princess to slay us? Obviously, I want you to slay her.
Right.
Anyways, I believe your other question was something along the lines of, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences. What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. We were killed by the princess, and now everyone's right back where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me. Speak for yourself. From my perspective, there were plenty of consequences. I'm never going to forget the way she just made us stop working. And that's only scratching the surface. If what you said is true, it begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself, or have you found yourself in another world altogether? If it's the latter, what do you think happened after you died? Do you think the people there lived happily ever after? Or
The chapters represent like your like a if you ever played a roguelike, there are like mini bosses along the way every run. So there's a run, and contained within that run are the chapters. So the chapters are like the mini bosses. And then you like get to the end of it and you just go back to the beginning and do it over again. So I've gotten chapter 2 like 5 times. They're all different. Like the chapter 2s that I've gotten, each time I've gotten to chapter 2, it's different.
if she brought an end to everything and everyone, how are we supposed to stop her? What do you want from us? I want you to succeed.
I think we got into chapter
You're the
4
only
once.
one who can.
Let's talk about this princess.
Just be quick about it.
No, I know I've gotten to chapter 4. I was just wondering if I get to a chapter 5, but I think 4 was the highest I've gotten. Just being around her in the end shut down all my organs. What the hell am I supposed to do about that?
Like I said, if she killed you, it was probably because you didn't listen to me. Don't talk to her, don't trust her, just go in, do your job, and save the world.
To quote you from last time, she's just a princess. How can you possibly justify saying that? She's clearly something far, far worse.
She is just a princess. Whatever you think happened to you last time, just get it out of your head before you get to the cabin, and you'll be fine.
Who locked her in the basement? What is this place?
People locked her in that basement, and
Okay,
I
we've
told you.
Said that. If people locked her away, why didn't they slay her?
Look,
Yeah,
you
prophecy.
can't just goad us into
I'm the
doing something
chosen
by
one.
calling us special. It's manipulative. Why are you trying to manipulate us?
Oh.
I don't know, I kinda like being special.
Oh, we've already done this.
Okay,
yes.
fine. Maybe you can goad him into doing. I'm
Yep.
not goading you,
Yep.
and for what it's worth, I know we don't. You saw.
Yep. You're being cagey. Why
I
aren't
told you
you telling
everything
me?
you need. If you want us to stand a chance against her, we need to be armed with info.
Yeah.
Not to sound like a broken record, but the less you know about her, the better.
Right.
He isn't telling us everything he knows because he doesn't trust us.
Yeah, we can't trust
Stop
him.
talking yourself in your right.
Yeah.
See the way he keeps pushing.
That's all.
Great. Now, if you don't mind,
Yep. To the cabin.
a warning. She
Yep.
will lie. I don't think lying and cheating is her thing. She was very direct with us last time. Or at least she was direct with us after we decided to lock her away.
True.
It doesn't matter. Don't trust anyone.
To the cabin. What's it look like this time?
The interior of the cabin is plain. The smooth wood
door's
of the
a lot
walls
bigger.
almost featureless. The only furniture of note is a lone table, knocked on its side in the corner of the room. A pristine blade stands between you and the open, inviting basement doorway.
That
The
mirror,
blade
though,
is your
like
implement. You'll need it if you want
it's
to do
like
this right.
in the middle of the in the middle of a chapter. It's never done
What happened to the
anything.
door?
Like I'm always trying
There
to
was a door
touch it,
here
and it just
last
goes
time.
away. Oh shit! There's people in the
It's
mirror,
just an empty frame.
or people in the window.
She's already gotten out, hasn't she? And she's ready for us. She's been waiting. Can't you feel her eyes on us? I'm going to need all of you to pull yourselves together. The princess has not already gotten out. But if you keep getting stuck in your head like this, you're going to struggle to get the job done.
The voices I've heard so far are cold, skeptic, hero, broken, narrator, stubborn, cheated, hunted, opportunist, smitten, contrarian, and paranoid.
So deep breath in, deep breath out. Your task awaits, and only you can do it.
You didn't say anything about it, about the mirror on the wall.
You're right. I was so stuck on the eyes watching us, I didn't even notice it there. What are you two talking about? There isn't a mirror. There's a table, the blade sitting on the floor, and the open doorway leading to the basement. There's nothing else in here. There's definitely a mirror. There isn't. We have to look at it. Unless that's what he wants us to do. And pretending it isn't there is a trick to get us to do exactly what he wants.
Why would you lie about there not being mirrors? Clearly right there. What's the point?
Exactly. Why would I lie about something so meaningless?
This whole cabin is different than I remember it being.
Very different. He changed it, didn't he? It's like he's trying to make us doubt our reality. Calm down. Maybe the three of you just think everything is different because you haven't been here before. Enough of this past life nonsense. You haven't died, you certainly haven't been killed by the princess. So focus up. A lot's riding on this.
Approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the empty basement door frame. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. This really isn't funny.
Wipe the mirror clean.
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall.
Poof!
I hope you know how ridiculous you look.
Gone again. I wonder why it's there.
Make it go away. Clearly there was something in there worth investigating if he wants it hidden so bad.
Take the blade.
You reach down and pick the blade up off the floor. Good. Steel can't lie to us.
Randall! Thank you for the 23 months.
Is it gonna be enough, though? Couldn't you have given us something else?
Yeah.
Something, I don't know, better than a knife? Could we have a bomb? The blade is the only thing you need to finish your task.
I do like that the cursor
More than capable
changes
of pulling
from a
this off,
finger
so
pointing
long as
to
you don't
a
lose
blade.
faith in yourself.
That's neat.
Those are the words of someone who knows he's sending us to our death. You cross over the threshold and onto a series
What's
of
gonna be like
isolated
this time?
steps, suspended in darkness. More eyes, too. You never mention the eyes.
She's just gonna be a pile of
Seeping
eyes.
up from below reminds you of fresh lightning and static, as if you're descending into a...
Well, it seems like since Paranoid is with me, the voice of Paranoid, it's going to be a manifestation of paranoia. So like a bunch of eyes, bunch of ears, like, you know, something like that, something metaphorical that paranoids feel.
Her cruel and playful voice prances up the stairs.
I didn't think you'd come back. We're gonna have a lot of fun, you and I.
Okay, we need a game plan. Last time we were here, just being close to her was enough to kill us.
How hard is it to throw a knife?
It can't be that hard. But then we'd use our weapon. We'd have to make it count. Otherwise she'd be furious and we'd be defenseless. If a knife is even enough to do anything against something like her in the first place. It'll be enough.
I'm gonna talk with her.
Didn't you hear my warning a minute ago? She can't be trusted. Talking won't do you any good. Something tells me she isn't going to be very keen on talking anyway. You make your way to the bottom.
You know
of the
nothing,
stairs.
Jon Snow.
As you emerge, you find yourself between two loose rows of white wooden planks, suspended in nothingness. A smattering of cobblestones, visible against the inky black of the basement, mark where the floor should be, forming vague pathways. At what seems to be the end of the room, they diverge in opposite directions, left and right. She could be anywhere, and there's nowhere for us to hide. We're completely exposed. Are you really not going to comment on how weird this place is? No, I'm not. Somebody needs to be the voice of reason here, and it certainly isn't you. Excuse me, I'm being incredibly reasonable. You're the one who's just matter-of-factly describing whatever the hell we're looking at like it's an ordinary basement. We're going to die down here. I don't want to die again. Please stop saying that. You're only going to make things worse. Just pick a direction and start moving.
I wouldn't give it too much thought if I were you. It doesn't really matter, because either way you go, I'm going to find you.
Okay. I'll go left.
You turn to the left.
Turn to the right. Now stomp
Faintly
3
outlined
times.
path lies before you.
There you are.
Hi!
I told you I was going to find you.
How you doing?
As the princess approaches, your legs suddenly go numb. Your arms quickly follow.
Why does Paranoid Voice even care about dying if you resurrect later anyways? Because you lose the voices every time you complete. So right before you complete the level, all the voices, you step into the mirror or look at your reflection, all the voices go away. The narrator and everybody goes away. So they have no recollection of what happened previously. They know, the narrator knows it's repeating, but he doesn't know what happened.
This is it, isn't it?
And you brought a little knife with you. Cute.
There has to be a way out of this. Think! Think! What did you do? Pull yourself together. She isn't supposed to be like this.
I wonder how many times I'll get to play with you before you break.
Wow. You got her dialogue
Out as your
from
blood
Harley
begins
Quinn.
to coagulate. It's as if every part of your being is coming to a lurching halt. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Your lungs pull in a desperate gulp of air as your eyes shoot back open. Nerves. What are you doing? I'm working! Do you want this body to function, or do you want... And then experience stops once more as your body reapproaches death. Okay, whatever you were doing, please just start doing it again. Are you sure about that? Are you sure that's what you want, or do you want to interrupt me some more? You have seconds left.
Okay.
Yes, I'm sure. Heart, lungs, liver. Again, your eyes shoot open as you gasp for breath. Liver.
Can't decide what you want to do, can you?
Heart, lungs.
Oh well, standing there gasping like a fish is more fun than dead. Even if you look ridiculous.
She isn't attacking us. Why? The why doesn't matter. She's already proven her ill intent. Don't lose sight of your mission. Your weapon is still in your hands. Strike at her and end this before it's too late.
Why won't you finish me off?
Because I don't want to. And even if I did, I don't have to. Look at the way you're struggling to stay alive. It's taking everything you have to keep your heart pumping right now. And I'm enjoying the show.
The princess leans forward, bringing her masked lips close to your ear.
If I want to see you gone, all I need to do is break your concentration.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I break your concentration?
Lung, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves. She slowly runs her velvet glove across the base of your neck. It feels like static. And then... Shit, make her stop!
Hey, snap out of it.
Okay, deep breath.
What you didn't know is she was rubbing her feet on the carpet the whole time.
Liver, nerves, heart.
Ah, shit.
Your back. Lungs, liver, nerves, heart.
One moment, and then you're gone.
Heart, lungs,
Just
liver,
like
nerves,
that.
heart, lungs, liver,
Ah,
nerves, heart,
and there's the fear.
nerves. She pulls away. Lungs, liver, nerves,
But that wouldn't be very fun, now would it?
nerves,
I've already done that.
liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart.
What happened after you killed me last time?
I tried to leave while you suffocated, but that stupid cabin wouldn't let me.
Liver,
So I started to drag your body out with me, and then...
nerves, heart, lungs, liver,
Well,
nerves,
you died before I could get to the door.
nerves,
And then I was here,
lungs,
and now you're
liver,
here too.
nerves, heart, lungs,
I don't think I can lose without you. And dead doesn't count. And as much as I love
Head,
the
shoulders,
creature
knees, and
I have
toes.
a bigger
Knees and
plan than
toes.
tormenting one poor little creature forever. I want to leave.
nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves.
If you need me alive, then why did you threaten me on the stairs? Why didn't you try being nice to me?
I am being nice. You're alive, aren't you?
Liver, nerves,
And you died of fright as soon as you saw me last time. I didn't think keeping you alive was an option. But it looks like that's not a problem anymore. At least not for me.
nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves.
You seem miserable.
Nerves, heart, lungs.
I was sitting here to stop you from destroying the world. I can't just let you leave.
I know. You told me last time.
Liver, nerves.
Destroy is such an unenlightened way of putting it. So sudden, so violent, so little nuance.
Liver,
I'm not going to destroy the world, but I am going to hold it in my hands and squeeze it.
heart, lungs,
I'm going to make it afraid, just like I've made you afraid.
heart, lungs, liver.
The world needs fear, doesn't it? Every terror I bring would make the good times so much better.
Zeke
So I'm
loves, Zeke
practically
loves,
doing
Zeke
a
loves.
public good.
Zeke
So
love,
what
Zeke
harm is
love,
there
Zeke
really
love,
in
Zeke
letting me
love,
out?
Zeke love, Zeke loves. What up, Begs? People will die if you do to them what you've done to me.
But everyone dies eventually. They're all full of wet, writhing things, and in the end, each and every one of them gets unwound. And then those things get to become a new everybody. Just to come apart all over again.
Heart, lungs,
Oh, we got a special visit today.
nerves.
Oh yes, my girl came to visit, not just my boy. My girl came to visit me, huh?
Heart, lungs,
Oh yeah. Oh, it's very nice. You don't usually visit me. Usually laying with mama. Have kids?
heart, lungs,
Oh
liver,
no, no.
nerves,
Oh no,
heart,
no, no. I
lungs,
love you.
liver,
Yes,
nerves,
yes I do. I love
heart,
you.
lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver,
Okay.
nerves, heart.
All I want is to be there for it. I want to watch it happen. And maybe do a little unwinding myself.
Nerves,
Is that really so much to ask?
heart, lungs, liver.
If I let you out, what then? Do we get our separate? Do we go our separate ways?
No, definitely not. If you're what I need to leave this place, chances are you're pretty useful. I think I'll keep you right by my side. A little good luck charm to make sure I stay free.
Heart,
Don't worry, I'll make sure to take good care of you. I promise.
heart, lungs, liver, nerves.
Being around you is agony. I'm not going to stick around.
Oh, we both know that you don't have a say here, so you should just look on the bright side.
Nerves, heart, lungs, liver.
I'm not sure what the bright side is for you, but I'm positive you can find it if you look hard enough.
Okay.
Nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart.
I'll just die then.
And then we'll wind up right back where we started. Round and round we'll go. I wonder what will be different next time. Maybe you'll actually be able to move a limb. Who knows? But I'm always going to win.
Are you sure about that? Give it enough tries and I'm bound to win eventually, and maybe you don't get to come back like I do.
Is that a bet you're willing to take? Imagine climbing a mountain of lifetimes. And when you finally reach the summit, when you finally win, the only view you find is me. And then I push you, and you go tumbling all the way down those millions upon millions of battered and broken pieces of you that couldn't make the cut. What then? Would you have it in you to climb again? It sounds like a lot of effort for nothing. When instead we can just leave this place together, hand in hand.
You're a lunatic, you know that, right?
I am what I am, and right now, I'm in control. So, you might want to be a little nicer to me.
She raises one long gloved finger, its tip hovering just over your skin, seeming to enjoy the lingering threat. But she withdraws, sparing you another momentary glimpse of death.
If you want to work together, can you at least turn off this whole organ shutting down situation?
Like I said, I am what I am. It's not my fault that you can't handle being around me.
How about I just kill you instead?
The princess cocks her head, neck cracking uncomfortably, and you can't help but imagine a smile carve its way from ear to ear on the other side of her mask.
Thinking about that knife, are we? Put that little theory to the test. See how it plays out. But I don't think you're going to like what happens. Because even if you make me dead, you're not getting out of here. This place is mine. And I'm not giving you the stairs unless I'm leaving with you.
Okay. And what if I refuse to let you out? What happens then?
Then we're stuck down here together. Until you change your mind.
Static, and a skipped beat as she touches your shoulder and whispers in your ear. No! Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves.
Or until your heart finally gives out. And then, when you die, I'll find myself somewhere new. And before too long, you'll be there too. That's how this all works, right? This doesn't end until you let me out. And a lot can happen before then. I'm sure I can get creative.
We don't have to be enemies. We can work together. We can even be friends even.
I'm glad you're seeing things my way.
I'm not doing any of this. I'm not helping you leave, and I'm not going to try and kill you, so do your worst. Toss the blade and remain with your nightmare.
You're serious? You fling the blade into the void, denying yourself the opportunity to ever slay her and finish your mission. Nobody's happy here, but maybe it's for the best.
You poor deluded thing. Do you think a single moment of bravery changes you into something you're not? I am what I am, and you're always going to be a coward.
I'm not the one wearing a mask, bitch.
She raises a hand to her mask and pulls it down.
Okay, never mind.
You don't get the chance to see what lies beneath before it envelops you. Like a creeping mold, the complete reality of your existence threads its way through your mind. Birth, death, birth again, decay and bloom, a million stitches from a million microscopic wounds you've inflicted on everyone you've ever met, with every muscle you've moved and every word you've ever spoken. No.
Let me out.
Your existence hurts them.
Let me out.
A lonely soul in a room by itself, weeping.
Oh, it's my
It
mom.
lives for 80 years and then it's gone. And then it's there again.
Let me out.
A reprieve. A good life. Love. Children. A steady career. Recognition from your peers. Here one moment. Gone the next. The worms have found their orifices.
Thank you, Valdrine, for the 10 gifted subs to Embrace GG, Mr. Whiskey, Richard, Ruffle, Pigeon, Shinobi026, Handsome Boss, J-Man Wins, T-Stein, Toaster Wings, Biscuits, and rest well this night.
Hail Berserker!
Appreciate that, Vile. Good to see you. Good to have you.
Let me out!
Diagnosis. It forgets everything it is. Anger, rage, distance, poverty. The lonely soul is lonely again. Love turns to mockery. It dies. It is reborn. Worse. Lonelier.
Let me out!
No. What's happening to us?
Let me out!
This is all too much. I can't keep going.
Oh, the narrator's dying.
Keep going? Well, what are you talking about?
Oh my god, finally. But he doesn't respond.
Oops, I think I broke you. I'll see you soon. You'll know what to do.
Your body is dead, but you live on. Chapter 3. A monolith of fear. See what hides behind her mask. Oh shit, never mind. Chapter all of them. The moment of clarity. Oh, chapter infinity. Here we are.
You're on a path in the... Shit! What the hell was that? Who are we? What are we doing? There was a princess, I think. It's all so fuzzy.
Oh, all the voices are back, maybe?
It hurts when I try to remember. I think we were trying to save the world.
We've got Broken,
You should
Paranoid,
know
and
about
Hero.
the princess. At least, not until I...
Narrator, of course.
You've already been here, haven't you? I guess. It feels so long ago, almost like we've never left. We have to let her out. No, that's the opposite of what you're here to do. You have to slay her. Slay? We decided not to do that, didn't we? Yeah, we're supposed to let her
Opportunist
out.
is here.
It's really the only way this works out for us. If you think about it, she's the one with power here. Nobody else can do much of anything. No,
Stubborn.
we were supposed to keep her trapped there forever. I think. We're supposed to be unfeeling. How many times do I have to tell you to snuff out your heart? We can't be unfeeling. Not when there's so much fear everywhere.
Almost. Do we got all of them?
There's nothing
There's
for us to
Contrarian.
do. We've already tried everything. We love her,
Smitten.
so we have to set her free. Can we love someone?
There's Skeptic. Last one cheated. We're waiting for Cheated to show up. My favorite.
To be given an ounce of kindness from something so cruel would be more pure than any other love. Why are there so many of us?
There he is.
There aren't
There's all of
supposed to
them.
be so many of us. This is bad. You need to get a grip. What did you let happen? How many times have you been here?
There's 12 voices, including the narrator. I think they're all wrong.
Of course we're wrong. She's the only thing that's right. Yes, obviously they're all wrong. What are you going to do about it?
Getting back to his earlier question, how many times have you all been here?
Many times. It feels like we've been here forever, but it also feels like we've barely been here at all. It doesn't matter.
Thanks, Broken. I'm glad you're here.
We just have to do what she says, and then everything will be fine.
So your comment, Vile Dreams, the way I have my chat box set up, it cuts off at, I saw Zeke's penis. I'm like, wait a minute. Oh, penis ride recently. Oh, okay. Every time I look over, I'm like, I saw Zeke's penis. I'm like, nope, no, okay, no, keep reading.
It won't. It will be for us. She said so. You're part of everything. If things aren't fine for everything, they won't be fine for you. There's no difference between fine and not fine. It just goes on and on.
But that doesn't make sense. I only remember being here twice before this, and some of you don't remember being here at all. Was I here those other times? Did someone else make the decisions?
What does here even mean, if you really think about it? Shut up. you were here.
Okay.
Every single time. You did your best, really. There's just a pecking order. And our cruel and beautiful goddess sits atop it, right where she's always belonged.
This guy
You're
kills
lucky.
me.
What I would give to be able to forget. I've tried to keep them numb, but they're all too soft. A shame, really.
If I don't remember what I did, then it couldn't have been me that did it.
Don't think about that too hard. All it will do is weaken your resolve and make it that much harder for you to slay her. Maybe you're shattered in your own way. Are you your memories?
Man, Cold and Broken
Are
should
you
go have
the
a
one
fucking
deceiving
pity
the
party
present
somewhere.
moment?
And leave the rest to us.
Ugh, here you go philosophizing again. It never goes anywhere.
Yes, this is far from the first time you've asked us about consciousness. Who am I? What am I? What is I? Who even cares? They're good questions, great questions even, but they don't have any answers. And they all just end in quivering torment. It doesn't matter what we do, because we always find her, and if we don't find her, she always finds us. And then she smashes us into smaller pieces. If you all just stopped feeling, we could have been done with this ages ago. Your thoughts are far too scattered to rein back in. Your only option is to silence them.
What if we don't go to the cabin?
We've tried that.
Right.
It doesn't work. Our hearts always brought us back to the deck is stacked. So many paths, and they're all circles.
Can you make sense of them?
There's nothing worth making sense of. They're clearly all traumatized.
And yet, you aren't. We break apart, and you stay the same.
Yeah, what's your secret? Why can you break the rules when we can't?
I feel so disjointed. I don't know if I can pull this off. I don't know if I can slay her.
I don't care how you feel. You have to slay her. You have to pull yourself together. You have to snap out of it. You're lucky you haven't been stuck here like the rest of them. There's no other way to keep going. You either need to forget, or you need to stop feeling much of anything. They can't do either. He's not wrong. He's the only smart one left, if you ask me. He's worse than her.
Proceed to the cabin.
You slowly make your way through the umbral forest, bumping against unseen trees as you grasp through the darkness for a way forward.
Oh, right.
But eventually, you do make it to the cabin. Or rather, you make it to the place a cabin should have been.
It's only the mirror
Instead,
now.
All you find is an empty hill.
The mirror's there,
This is
narrator. You
right.
just can't see it.
There's a cabin there. There's always supposed to be a cabin there. Don't ask him about the mirror.
Okay.
He always says he never sees it.
He always lies. And he always makes it gone. It's exhausting. We must be such a mess, but we never get the chance to fix ourselves. That thing is mocking us. Stay focused. You still have a job to do, and it's best not to be distracted by fraying thoughts. There is no mirror.
There is
You
no
know that
spoon.
as well as I do. She's still here, buried deep inside the earth. Just walk up the hill. You always give too much space to the others. It's why you always lose.
And what's wrong with giving them space? What if it helps them? What if they need to be heard?
They've been heard too much. It's why they are the way they are. Exactly. They are delusions, and all that catering to them.
The old wise man said, "You have 12 wolves inside of you."
Or you could just give up.
Yeah, I could. I will approach the mirror.
You walk up the hill, hesitating just beyond the bounds of the cabin.
The cabin that isn't there.
You've got to clean the mirror, haven't you? You've got to see what's in it.
Smash it to pieces!
She's on the other side, and we have to let her out. It's the only way we can be free. It's the only way we can have our thoughts back. Just go around it. Just do something. It doesn't matter what. Exactly.
Where's the cheated?
I'm sure
I'll do whatever the
you
cheated
settle on,
says.
It'll be the best possible decision you could have made.
What are the cheated? What do you say? Oh, fuck.
Proceed.
Doesn't matter.
Proceed to where? I'm afraid you're going to have to be a little more specific. That's a new one. Do you think it'll work? Of course it'll work. He always makes the best decisions, and it already has worked. It's gone,
Oh.
Don't you see? We're one step closer to her. The interior of the cabin is much the same as the exterior of the cabin. A dull, fuzzy, dreamlike nothing. It's empty and isolating, but there's just enough vague shape and unknown texture to suggest the structure therein, wrong and unsettling as it may be. The only object of note is a pristine blade buried in the dirt floor, a hint of its shining edge teasing through the sediment. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you're going to do this right. Take it. It's the only way forward.
Take the blade? You have to take the blade. It's the only way forward. You've already tried everything else. Don't you remember? You have to take the blade.
You reach down to take the blade.
Oh!
Yes, you do. The ground beneath it shifts, the weapon sinking deep into the earth.
Damn it. Nice
you lean
trick.
over the hole and gaze into the abyss. It is so very deep. Deep in the bowels of the earth.
Hi!
You see something staring back at you. It fills you with dread. It's her. She's watching us.
It has to be her. There's only one other person here. It's me,
really are
all
a
of me's,
coward.
and her. That's
With
it.
every word she speaks, the princess in the pit blinks closer.
I was joking when I said that way back when. You know that, right?
And closer.
I was having some fun, and I guess I wanted to see if I could melt you.
And closer.
Watching over me forever? That was so brave.
And closer.
But forever is so long, and time erodes everything. Except for me. I've already taken your will, and you're not getting it back. All that's left is for you to take my hand and let
We all
me
float down here.
out.
We all
It'll
float.
be so much fun.
You'll float
you
too.
And me, together, exploring the world and spreading fear wherever we go. Well, mostly just me, but you'll get to be there too. A trinket that gets to stay with me all the time, right by my side. A witness. I can even make you a little cage if you want, gilded and everything. Now don't pause. Don't try to resist. I've already molded you into what I need, and you lost your power so long ago. Don't bother working yourself into a frenzy to get it back.
Do something. Do anything that isn't taking her hand. What are we supposed to do? She took our weapon.
Piss on her.
This really was a lost cause, wasn't it? You sealed our fate when you refused to kill her.
Fuck off!
Kill or be killed. Yes, I suppose you're right.
Teabag.
Oh well.
Straddle the hole and
There's no
teabag her.
paralysis anymore.
Lay a perfectly coiled
You've
shit on
already
her
given her what she
face.
wants.
You're just an object, a tool. You once were something else a long time ago. But what? Was that something you, or is it just a dull and jaded memory? There is no other ending here. Just take her hand and set her free.
You extend your hand to hers. For all her past cruelties, the moment feels gentle, tender even. I can't believe you just made me say that. I hate you. The motion is difficult at first, as if something still resists your efforts. But then that resistance gives way, and it's over.
Okay.
And that's the end. I wonder what we're going to do next. I didn't think I'd be so tired.
The princess, exhausted, slumps.
Why is it so cold?
I. You do not get the chance to respond, nor will you ever. It's time to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone. Yeah. I can finally think again. Almost.
Well, you'll all be
That
gone in a
mirror's
second.
back. What does that mean
As
for
soon as
us?
I head over to the mirror.
I'm sure it'll be whisked away, just like her. Maybe it won't be gone.
Pardon me.
Things are different now, aren't they? Doesn't seem like there's much else to do here.
Finally, we can smash it.
Oh, will you stop with the smashing? What do we say, boys? One last vain attempt to look at ourselves. Yeah. I think I'd like that.
Okay.
Seems we've got a majority. All that's left is to give it a look.
Okay. You step toward the mirror once more. Its secret remain hidden. Its mysteries remain unresolved.
Something tells me that this is the end of the line. But I don't feel bad about it. I'm ready.
Okay.
It feels okay.
I guess we gotta check in with all 12 voices.
Gone. I'm done fighting. My heart feels quiet. The game was always going to end.
Thanks, cheated.
I'll be free of all of you.
I'm ready for the truth.
I'm ready to sleep. I'm just ready to be anywhere that isn't here. Boys, it's been an honor.
What do I look like this time? Silence is reached forward. They're gone once again. Mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. Yep. Okay, and what's my new form? You are nothing at all. Oh, there I am. But that isn't right. You can't be nothing. You refocus your gaze and then you see it. A figure faint, veiled in shadow just beyond the reflection. It's a crow! Or a raven or something. Are you me?
I think you know what I am.
A crack slides down the center of the mirror, splitting the image in the glass in two. Then another crack forms, and another, turning the mirror into jagged shards of broken glass. So you're the narrator. I was wondering if I'd ever get to see you.
The narrator, yes. I suppose that's my job, isn't it? You needed help after all, an objective voice to guide your blade. But you were never supposed to see me. I wonder how many worlds you've damned to extinction to fall this far.
A few. And what are you? Are you something like me?
Oh, I'm nothing like you. I'm an echo. Likely one of many. Somebody made you after all, and I'm what's left of him. Not that I'm the only one who can make that claim. I'm sure you've met many others like me.
Others like you. You've said something like that before. Has every narrator really been different?
Of course. That is by both necessity and design.
It's fucking
This
talking now.
construct you're in exists in many places at once. Anytime you failed, anytime you thought yourself dead, it would restart and shunt both your consciousness and hers into another world. But you'll be awake soon, and then it won't be able to work like that anymore.
Do you have anything to say for yourself for all the hubris?
I do. The people out there are real. No matter what you do to them, no matter what you enable, I want you to remember that.
After everything you've done to us, do you think anyone deserves to live?
Nobody alive has done anything to you. I'm all gone. But if you and the princess want to smite the rest of them for the crimes of a dead man, if you really want to be that petty, there isn't much I can do to stop you.
Well, I mean, oh my god. It's like Charlie's dream from Always Sunny. It's a fucking bird with teeth. I have so many questions for you.
Then ask them, and make it quick. I won't last for long now that you can see me.
I'm ready to meet Vermhat and see some denim chicken. Does it hurt when pieces of you break off like that?
It doesn't hurt. I don't feel pain. Not physically.
I'm sorry, I don't want to destroy you. Will it help if I look away or stop asking questions?
We've already crossed the point of no return. There's no saving me now. Not that there's ever been much of me to save. Soon I'll be gone entirely, and you'll be left alone with your final choice. So allow me to make my final request. The princess contains death itself within her, but I wove you into being with all the power you need to destroy her forever. Do it. Slay her, and rid the world of death and suffering.
Every time I ask you something, it's like a piece of you breaks. Yeah, look at all that shit. Holy shit. Okay. What is my true identity?
You're the Long Quiet, the god I made to rid the world of death.
Okay. Oh! Oh, run out of questions. Nice. Oh, here we go. I think you're out of time. I'm not going to slay her, and I want you to know that before you die for good. Rest easy, I'm going to destroy her. Rest easy, I'm going to destroy her lie. I haven't decided what I'm going to do yet. I still have to see what she thinks about all this. Say nothing and watch him end.
I've said my piece, and my time is up.
That's what I'm doing.
It's like I said, I'm just an echo, and echoes always fade away. You know what you have to do.
As the final fragment of glass shatters, you see yourself with newfound clarity. The Long Quiet. All of this is you. The narrator was right. You are the Long Quiet, a vast, nascent god, and it's finally time for you to wake up. All of this is you. Proceed to the cabin one last time. A scattered vessel. Bring the moment of clarity to her. When you arrive at the heart of things, there is no final vessel for you to bear witness to. There is nothing for you to find. I got that post-nut clarity. You bring her some post-nut clarity. Father! The sleeper has awakened! Ooh.
I can finally
Cuddle
see
puddle,
you,
eh?
and you can finally see me. It's been so long, and my heart has ached for this moment. I've missed you dearly.
I've missed you too. She unfurls an endless cascade of smiles in response and then patiently waits for you to continue. Well, let's continue. Do you know about the echo? Did you hear our conversation?
Every word you spoke found its way to me. I know him, and I know his construct. He was deluded by his fear of death. Pay him no mind.
I'm the Long Quiet, but I don't really know what that means.
Names are their attempts to capture that which cannot be captured. They call me the Shifting Mound.
Wow.
A pale imitation of what
They're
I
handing out
actually
names.
am.
You got dicked. What happens now?
Ever the passive player, always reacting and never acting. But it's woven into your nature, isn't it? When the echo spun us from one into two, he gave you a choice and me a role to play. I am not death, but I contain it in my multitudes. So, will you attempt to destroy me and bring about a world devoid of death and the possibility of meaning? Or will you open the final doors to our liberation?
slay the princess.
Violence has always been our language.
It's the name of the game, man!
If this is what it takes to save you, then so be it.
There are few things more terrifying than one's
Jesus
own head.
Christ!
And there is almost nothing more terrifying than sharing it with
Audio
another.
levels, guys.
But the most terrifying thing of all is to leave one's heart unshared. You are the only thing like me, and I am the only thing like you. Could you bear the weight of an eternity alone? Do you dare to shape a reality of solitude and thrust it on creation?
Thank you for sharing yourself with me. I don't need to share my heart with anyone. I wish I could share my heart with you. You showed me your heart to break me. It was a terrible thing to see. If that is what it takes to rid the world of death, I could bear the solitude. I won't engage with this or remain silent. Fuck it.
But you say nothing. My masses mob you. There is no beginning to them, nor is there an end. There is only the flood of bodies. And every moment you hold every possible sensation at once, and then you hold them all again. And in the end, you returned it to me. For a brief moment, you were everything. A chaos that needed ordering. But without chaos, there is no reason.
I couldn't understand you then, but I think I understand you now. You seemed in pain. I'm sorry for what I did. I won't engage with violence. I get it. There's no need for us to keep fighting. I'll leave with you now. Just want to stop the fight. Early and surrender. Now remain silent.
And so your quietude continues.
That's right.
A boundless torrent of blades cut you from boundless angles. You are a body. You are gory ribbons. You are a body again. And you feel all of it.
Okay.
On and on it goes until your bodies are not your thoughts or
Where
not
it stops,
you.
nobody knows.
Alive, dead, alive, dead, then alive and dead, all at once.
Jesus, back away from the
You
mic.
learned to put yourself away and to follow the flow of reality. And you used it to rise above me. You died countless steely deaths, and you lived countless short lives, and yet it is all so far behind you. Unjust impossibilities pushed you to become something you would never have been without them.
If you hadn't snatched that body away, we would have killed each other. Felt so good to finally win, even if it was going to cost me my life. Even if the journey was agony, the end gave the struggle meaning. I won't engage with violence. I get it. There's no need for us to keep fighting, blah, blah, blah.
Is your unbroken silence a lack of an answer?
I'm the long
Or
quiet,
has
baby.
your understanding begun to move beyond words? What is a person? Is it their body?
A miserable pile of
Is it
secrets.
all of their body? Pluck the eyes, peel the skin, strip the tendons, mince the meat, grind the bones. When it is all gone, do you still have who you started with? A person is not a body.
So
Death
we're going
is a
back through the. This is the
transformation into something
refight.
new.
This
It
is the
only
Mega Man
bodies that
refight.
fear it.
I am not my body, blah, blah, blah. Whatever my body, I won't engage with violence, yada, yada, remain silent.
Still, you hide the contours of your heart from me. To question everything is to deny proof of the reality that lies in front of you. To live alone within the caverns of your mind is to trap yourself in them forever. But you did not live alone. You found me, and we held trust in each other for no reason than
So-
to believe in something that wasn't us.
I think this one was the second to last.
Called skepticism
The
turned
head
to
off one.
liberation.
Or maybe it was the first
But it
one.
required a journey to blossom. Though you have blossomed, do you have no more journeys left to make? What of those in the spaces beyond? Would you erase the path ahead to hold everyone still?
I mean, this is nice, flowery, awesome, like, well-spoken language, but it honestly is just, it's kind of too esoteric to mean something specific.
Your stoicism knows no end.
As the clash between you abates, you begin to shake, your will rapidly dissolving.
Are you starting to see? Nothing is immutable. Everything that is exists only in relation to everything it isn't.
I don't mind a bit of fart smelling, but sometimes like visual novels or really wordy comics or like any media that gets, like, you can go too far, you know? And this one is starting to get a little bit over the top with how much it is enjoying its own farts.
There is no constant. There is no center. You cannot remove something without removing the relations which define it. To destroy what you perceive as evil is to damn everything you perceive as good. Open your eyes and accept what we are. We can leave this prison together.
You've done everything you can to make me understand perspective, but you keep dismissing mine. If you think you can change me, then I must be able to change you. What is the silence? You are cruelty itself. I cannot let you exist. Slay the princess. I have to fight for a better world. Slay the princess. I can't let this happen. I can't let everything die. Slay the princess. Okay, I'm ready to go, but how do we leave? Yeah, we can't remain silent anymore. You gotta slay, right? It's in the name. Let's see. I hate all these answers, though. I hate all the slay the princess answers. You are cruelty. I cannot let you exist. I have to fight for a better world. I can't let that happen. What if we just go off together? I'm gonna go off together. Okay, I'm ready to go. How do we leave?
Nothing brings me greater joy
Through
than
conflict,
to hear
we
those
carve
words.
meaning.
The final peace lies with you.
Free myself. You fall into yourself. The body of an ancient creature stirs from its hibernation. You feel sensation in limbs you once couldn't fathom. Everything here, except for her, is you. You feel your wings spanning a cosmic scale, but twisted and crumpled and bound in agonized tension to a finite plane. You can feel the glass of the construct pressing in on you, confining you against the infinite sides and infinite angles. You push back and strain against it. But it does not yield.
I love you.
I love you? I guess I'm supposed to say it back? I'll take her hand. All at once, the unyielding tension breaks. Oh, no. Oh, I'm tripping out, man. You are free and she is with you.
It's magnificent.
There are no words, no thoughts to describe absolute reality, something that simply is. Step into the infinite. I don't need to know what happens. I just want to go. Let's step in there. Let's go, baby. You and she step forward into 1,000 dawns and 1,000 sunsets, each of which contains 1,000 more. Hey, Phelan, what's up? You exist and you are aware, just as you have always been, and just as you will always be. Though conflict is in your nature, the two of you will never be alone, and the two of you will never know fear. You and she are finally home. There are no endings, only new beginnings. And there we go. Ever since you complimented me on my wino and pasta, you have been great. Keep on being you. Thank you, Annie Moo Moo. I mean, everything about the game is pretty good. The only thing that, like, mechanical or technical things, like, let's fucking level all the voices. Because some voices are fucking up here and some of them are way down here. Like, that's the only gripe I had. And I don't know if this game is supposed to be... Oh, our song, Finish the Game. The good ending doesn't count. I don't think this game is maybe supposed to be finished in one sitting. So towards the end, I was getting a little like, let's see it because it's, you know, time for me to go, blah, blah, blah. But, oh, explore, join the Discord, the mailing list, subreddit, follow someone else. Thank you so much for playing. As an expression of gratitude, here's the track order for a special playlist just for you. If you'd like to take a screenshot, you can hide the UI by hitting H. Nice. What is this? Scarlet Hollow? Oh, it's their other game. Okay. Cool. Honestly, you know, even though I had a little bit of like towards the end, I was like, it's getting a little fart smelly, but honestly, all in all, well made, well done, well written, well acted, very cool, weird, abstract, absurd stuff. But like, if you start getting real flowery with your words or real like, I am you, or what was it? It's thou art I art that. It's not that. It's not the inverse. It's not whatever that persona line is. That kind of stuff, you can get real deep up your own ass about that. And it sort of got there, but not too bad. Not too bad. Yeah, you lose a lot of meaning if you try and like get too philosophic about it, in my opinion. But